All right, who's Miss Alexander? Okay, and you are Miss Rasco.
Yes, sir.
Both of you are charged with organized retail theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Well, law enforcement were dispatched to Hobby Lobby in Harris County, Texas in reference to a theft. Law enforcement met with the complainant, who's loss prevention associate, who stated he was doing a walkthrough when he observed both defendants missing multiple items in a bag and on their person. Complainant stated he then observed that both defendants exit the store without making any attempts to render payment for the items. Total value of merchandise was $119.71.
Okay, and you can show that they acted in concert.
Yes, Your Honor. So, just to make sure that I identify the information. They were being together, Judge, while we were putting the items and we're selecting the items together before considering them.
Got it. Okay. Ladies, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to go back to any Hobby Lobby whatsoever, and you're also ordered not to hang out with each other. I don't want you together at all. Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. How old are you guys?
18.
18. How old are you?
18.
Do you have any clue what happens to 18-year-olds in our Harris County jail?
Wait, did he just say that? Absolutely frightening. That is not hyperbole, folks. Judge Fleischer is giving these 18-year-olds the reality check they didn't know they needed. Harris County Jail is no joke, and he's making sure they understand the stakes before they treat this like a game.
It's absolutely frightening what happens to people in our Harris County jail. Do you understand? Don't force me to put you there. This is not a revolving door. Do not pick up any new cases. Don't hang out with each other. You understand? All right. You guys want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Okay, what do you do for a living, Ms. Rasco?
I work at a unit.
Okay, so you actually are employed full-time. Okay, you need to be employed full-time or in school full-time, and that is also a condition of your bond as well. What do you do for a living, Ms. Alexander?
I was trying to.
It's time for you to get a job. Where are you headed in life?
I went to college.
Are you actively enrolled?
Yes, sir.
Okay, until that point, you must at least get a part-time job. I don't want you doing nothing. When people have too much time on their hands, it becomes self-destructive. Do you understand? I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you've done nothing, it might not go very well between us. You understand?
Sure.
All right, deputy will give you an application. Do you mind filing those bond conditions, please?
Maintain employment, no contact with the public, no contact with each other, and no weapons.
Yeah. She's creating bond conditions for you to sign. We're in trial, so I'm going to have you sit on the first pew over there. They're going to call you up here momentarily. We're going to have you sign everything, and after that, we'll have you meet with a lawyer momentarily. All right? Please.
Zebra,
Wonderful.
bottom of screen, Judge.
So you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Officers were conducting a routine patrol, traffic patrol in Harris County, Texas, when they observed a GMC pickup truck going 50 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. Officers conducted a traffic stop. They made contact with the defendant, who was the driver of the vehicle. While speaking with the defendant, law enforcement detected a strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle. Defendant stated the marijuana was in a backpack in the backseat of the vehicle. Law enforcement located 4.2 grams of marijuana in the backpack. During the inventory search of the vehicle, they also located a fully loaded Glock in the glove compartment.
Okay. Mr. Sebron, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. While this case is open, you're ordered not to be in possession of any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you violate this condition, I will put you in jail. I will revoke your bond. There will be no more PR bonds for you. It's not a revolving door. You understand?
Yes.
How old are you, sir?
19.
What do you do for a living?
I do contract work, but it's not full time
Why not?
because it's like a business, a family business, but they don't need me full time. So right now I'm looking for a job.
Yeah, it's time for you to get a full-time job then. That is also a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, deputy will give you an application. We'll have bond conditions created to be signed. There are no mistakes in this life, Mr. Sebron. There are choices. You either make a good choice or you make a boneheaded one. You make the latter, it may not go well between us. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
No weapons, maintaining employment.
Yeah, just no weapons and get a job.
Top of 5, Dorn. Come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Dorn. So you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Law enforcement was conducting routine patrol on Harris County, Texas, when they observed a black BMW without a front license plate. Traffic stop was conducted. Law enforcement made contact with the defendant, who was the driver. The defendant provided his driver's license to law enforcement, and it came back as being expired as of 2015. Defendant was also unable to provide proof of insurance. Defendant has previously been convicted of DWI in 2022 out of Fort Bend County.
Mr. Dorn, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care that you have to go to work. I don't care that you have to go to the hospital. I don't care that you're having a baby. If you don't have a license and insurance, do not drive. If you do, in violation of the affidavit, I can slap you with 180 days every time you drive. Do you understand? We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. We'll get you to sign a reset and then you'll be out of here. When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir.
So Judge, just the driving affidavit?
I found it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I tell you what, quick draw McGraw over there.
Edward?
Good morning, ma'am. Is it Miss Edward? Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Law enforcement was conducting routine traffic patrol in Harris County, Texas, when they observed a black Hyundai failed to signal a lane change. Traffic stop was conducted and law enforcement made contact with the defendant, who was the driver. While speaking with defendant, law enforcement observed her to have glossy eyes, slurred speech, and there was a strong odor of alcohol emitting from her breath. Defendant stated she had a few drinks prior to operating a motor vehicle. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 7 out of 8 walk and turn, 2 out of 4 one-leg stand. DIC was read, but defendant refused to consent to breath test, so a blood warrant was obtained.
Hold on. Did he just say, I zoned out? I love that. Judge Fleischer is so real for that. The prosecutor is reading off a laundry list of clues and the judge is just like, yeah, I wasn't listening. What was the stop for? That's the energy we all need. It's a reminder that judges are human too, but also, he's about to go right back into serious mode. You gotta love a judge with a personality.
Well, I zoned out. What was the stop for?
The stop was for failure to signal a lane, Judge.
Okay, got it. All right. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Does she have any prior DWIs and does she have a license to drive?
No prior criminal history, Your Honor,
Okay.
and the license is currently eligible to drive, Judge.
Great. All right, Miss Edward, I'm going to find that there's probable cause. The conditions I'm placing on you now are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. You understand? Okay. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you just sign a reset. We will have you sign your conditions, and then after that, you'll be free to go, ma'am. Okay?
State bond conditions, Judge?
No, because she's going to be monitored because of the DWI.
Judge, that's it for now.
Okay. Ruben.
How you doing, dude?
Hey, bud. Hey, guys, I'm about to bring a jury in. So if you guys need something, let's talk.
Judge, approaching on Mr. Reyes, his stuff is from March. Currently, we still do not have any evidence other than the message logs. And I think
Whoa,
What was the last name?
that's a problem.
Reyes,
It's 150 days. He doesn't have anything.
I was checking all the evidence yesterday. Ricardo? Okay, Judge, it looks like we do have any evidence, it was just not disclosed for some reason, but I'm providing all of that to defense right now, including the talks with both, and the office report,
Are you missing anything?
putting up to make sure the BC is 0.199. And it looks like all discoveries.
You sure?
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
So we have-
because after, I'm going to give you guys one more final reset. You guys need to make a decision on what you want to do. If you want to apply for PTI, start working on it. Otherwise, the next setting is clear trial. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Hey, on bottom of page 25, discovery is complete. Next thing is clear trial. Okay.
The only thing I wanted to take up before the period comes in, since we did a suppression, we spoke with the city, they elected to have us support this motion, so I'll just go ahead and support that. My street officer Montaño is an adverse witness. City will be calling her.
And Judge, which one, I'm going first, but Sheriff, I think you wanted to run it with trial.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so that's,
So hold on a second. Who's your first witness?
it would be the office.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
Okay, so start as you would normally start, and then just say, tell me when you want to take him on board to hire, and then we can go from there. Where, what point?
I think it's gonna be like usually for the stop, right, for the investigation.
Yeah, we usually take it up before you go. It's how I'm used to doing it. It's
The
just-
problem is that we'll do everything now. It'll be, and then we're gonna have to do it all over again, perhaps. I mean,
Judge, the main contested part is if there enough PC to even do a DWI investigation. Are you gonna contest the consent to them?
Yes, so not the DIC consent, we're gonna concede that he consented to that, but when he gets to the hospital, he refuses the nurse spot. And they proceed.
And then you
okay, well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
so I'm not sure if the court, because I think that the consent part can be just viewed on video for the court to decide at that point. It's on body worn camera. The court will be able to see that if they want to.
How long do you anticipate this right now?
I can probably get it done in just an hour or less, 30 minutes. Because I'm just gonna walk through the vehicle in motion and then I'm gonna walk through. She investigates for less than 5 minutes, so I mean, it shouldn't.
It's
Okay.
refusal of-
Can you, do you, Ramon, are you ready?
She doesn't.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, we're about to go on the record. Please keep it down. If you need to talk, go outside. Edge, do you mind grabbing the officer, please? Stacy, talk to me real quick.
I'm not gonna.
You ready? All right, come on up. Come on. Mr. Avalos, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. The agreement that you have worked out is 180 days in jail to be probated for 18 months. This is the one he has another DWI, right?
Yes, Judge.
So I would say T-Raz, or yeah, you think? And then, but T-Raz
Is completed in felony and he was recommended to SAT.
done. Yep. You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you were not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. This DWI will go on your record. You will now be facing a minimum of at least 30 days in jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
As part of this agreement, the theft will be dismissed. The other DWI will be dismissed, and you're pleading on only one of them. So the older one will be dismissed. You're pleading on the new one. It is 180 days, 18 months, probation, T-Raz, which is already done, DWI repeat offender, 1 victim impact panel, no breath test refusal. If you were pulled over by an officer and they ask you to submit to a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. I'm going to suspend your license for a year. Do not drive. Do you understand? You must get approval from us. The worst possible thing you can do in this life, Mr. Avalos, is either consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or get in a car. That is usually just a warrant in waiting. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? You were giving up Like I said, the right to trial, right to compel witnesses. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. You must also maintain a guardian interlock or portable device while you're on probation. All right, good luck to you, sir. Thanks. Thank you, Ms. Childs. Counsel, can I help you out while you're waiting?
Just briefly, on the chief, I know she's in trial, so I want to cover.
No, that's okay. Just,
I talked to her yesterday and I got I sent the PTI stuff over to you yesterday.
Yeah. We were just waiting for the application, right? I think I already sent the application.
I did that yesterday, but, I know you're in trial, so.
you want to take a week to,
Set for a couple of weeks and make sure you have, I have a work copy of the application.
I just want to make sure, Judge, because I think it's one that I was already like, I'm going to approve as soon as I get the application.
what's the last name?
Malloy.
Malloy?
A copy of the application and send it to you.
Wait, did you say Malloy?
Malloy, MALLOW.
Okay. Let me see how old it is.
So yes, sir, this is one that I was going to approve once we got the application in, which he submitted.
Yeah, take a couple weeks. It's not a big deal. You're at 145 days. Take a week or two.
She's here.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, schedule.
go for it. We'll set her for TRAS. That way, by the next time you come back, you can be done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you for
Of course.
recognizing.
Thanks. Oh, counsel,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, Judge, you all were busy.
No, yeah, come on.
I'm actually here for a plea waiver. I get the paperwork done. The Fleischer on the case from yesterday, Judge, I was set for a bail review, but I had a really rough morning.
It's okay, don't worry about it. Who's it on?
Sorry.
We all have them. I can barely move because my damn leg hurts so much, man.
This is the last name Hernandez. I have a problem with it.
So it's not on docket today?
No, it was set yesterday and I'm asking for forgiveness here.
What's your cost number?
2633883.
I also did shoot him away yesterday.
That threw me off a little bit too, so I tried to leave as soon as possible
So she was on docket yesterday.
for review. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You know, the thing is, we had so many people in jail yesterday that a lot of people didn't even make it up. So I don't even know if she was here yesterday. If she didn't get here,
She wasn't.
so she was here yesterday. Okay. Do you want to put it on for tomorrow?
I was told no, and I'm just asking for a modification of bond amount. If it's something we can do without her here, since I understand there's holdover issues and some of them aren't getting brought up.
It's a VPO.
Understood?
And I would want to put bond conditions on her in the event that she bonds out. So I want her here.
Okay.
Because if you're asking for a bond reduction, I'm down. But if it's to where she's going to bond out, she's going to get out without conditions and I need to put conditions on her.
I only have a handful of cases.
Roll it to tomorrow.
I do it tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on for tomorrow.
Thank you.
For sure.
And then I'm gonna try and not have this late here in bed.
Mr. Kayeda,
Yes, sir.
come on up.
He's in custody.
Yes.
He's going to put it on.
Hey,
Good morning.
good morning.
I have a Rafael Quintanilla.
Okay.
That was supposed to evaluate it and we're either, I guess, getting a dismissal or a trial date.
What's the last name?
Quintanilla.
So Judge, in regards to, I think the last, counteroffer was time served and once he indicated it would be okay with time served offer.
Yeah, I don't think he wants that.
Yeah, otherwise.
Because
You don't have to justify anything. You don't have to say anything.
Correct.
Just
So he was set for trial, Judge.
whatever day you want, Mr. Kayeda,
all right, thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
for sure.
Judge, what are we doing with that one?
Set it for trial.
Okay, I see. So first.
Dude, where's his officer, man? What the hell? Hey, what's up?
Preparing for Cedar County this morning. I heard all the during trial, thought it'd be helpful. I have Demetria Murphy. We are still missing the blood lab on this case.
Just the one she's got bond violations too?
Judge, that would be the first thing I'm hearing about this. I'm just like.
Darn Isaiah.
No good deed, am I right?
That is true. Well, last bond violation I see is for 610. Bond violation?
Nothing, okay. I thought, he's got one that's got bond violations. Maybe it's on for tomorrow then.
And in regards to floral, Judge, that, it looks like we received some reports yesterday, analyzed, sampled for presence of volatile, the results were below 40 limit, so they were sent for additional testing for toxic.
The hell they are. No, it's 150 days. Okay, we're going to wait another 180? I don't think so.
So we'll email it up with,
There you go.
So just make sure again for my notes, blood is out.
I know, no.
Okay.
What she has now is in.
Okay,
Anything else out? No.
understood.
After today,
Thank you, Judge.
yeah.
seems like you might not be dealing with something.
Yeah. Hey, hi, Mr. Luca. What's up, buddy?
Judge, I'm from Stephanie Littlefield.
Okay.
She was supposed to be here this morning. She's not here yet, but I wanted to approach you.
It's a DWI second. She's got bond violations. She's got to be here.
Right. The reason that so originally it was a appearance waive. The reason you required the appearance is that there was a lockout on her interlock because she failed to go get it calibrated on today. I spoke with her on Tuesday. I told her, and that was 2 days ago, I said, if you can get it calibrated today or even tomorrow, things will go a lot better than the show on Thursday. She said, okay.
You haven't heard from her
I
since.
haven't heard from her since.
I'm not,
It's not, it's still a lockout.
The lockout actually means that she can't even move her vehicle. Okay.
so I'll give you until the end of docket for her to get here.
Tomorrow.
No.
Because
Mr. Luca, I have to, sorry. Well, we'll see if she gets here. Okay, just let me know. You can always, hey, if you need to go, you can always appear via Zoom too. So
I'll come back in. Thanks.
he's still not here? It's not a good morning. It's not a good morning.
It is if you let it be just. Got a little Zed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, come on up. Or wait, Mr. Strauss, you're here first. Okay, come on up.
I have one client.
Great to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of made
It's good to see you.
this decision to take most of the summer off. And so
Wonderful.
I came here, I did a lot of work. I just came as little as possible. And it was very fun just being able to like do whatever the hell I wanted to. I hate it at the same time because they'd be like, let's go do this. I said, no, you're going to. But so today I've got last name Romo, first name Marlon. He had a single BBR a couple of weeks ago.
Another BBR?
We already took care of it.
What are we doing with, it's
We
200
applied for
days.
PTI, turned everything in, sent a couple of emails saying, hey, what's going on with PTI, and hasn't got a response back.
What do you, Romo?
Romo, like some court action somewhere, I don't recall. How you be, Judge?
We're in trial.
Yeah.
We were supposed to start a while ago and the officer's still not here. So
Judge, what's Trump?
they just checked. He's still not here.
So Montgomery County this week, I mean yesterday or before, they were trying a like continuous sex assault of a child. The state rested, defendant's on bond, defendant went home and committed suicide. Yeah.
I remember that much.
Yeah.
That was recent?
I think it was this week. Yeah.
So you guys, is approved for 1 year PTI, to make the application on the 7th. So you just for 1 year PTI, just give it to you.
I like it. If only they had.
So they need a TRAS still?
Yes, Judge. I'm letting them know now because I saw the application, but it is one of those that auto qualified. It's not, doesn't have any criminal history. We just have to wait for the application to be back. So just.
Do you have the application done?
Yeah, we have it done, Judge.
Okay. So the only thing we're waiting on is a TRAS?
Yeah.
Okay. please? Great.
I'm watching.
Okay, well, so we'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, thank you, Judge.
After that, you're at like 230 days though, so
I get
if he
it.
doesn't get it done.
Yes.
So I guess we'll start up at 9:45 without the officer. I don't know.
She's here, Judge. She was on the fifth floor, and then I don't know if they came upstairs, they were coming up, but I don't know what happened. They were coming up together. I messaged her to be like, where are you?
Everybody's been ready since 9 o'clock
I told her,
and
let me, can I call? It was enough. That happened.
Yeah. I'm wearing,
it sounds like someone's prepping for trial on the fly. You are Mr. Mauricio.
Yes.
You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail with credit for the 16 days that you have done. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Is this what you want to do, sir? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? Understand that this will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you may be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. I'm also going to suspend your ability to drive for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you, sir. All right, officer, you ready to come up?
Yes, sir.
Coming up, please. Guys, we're going on the record. No talking. If you don't mind, please.
Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see there. Sorry. They got more help.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. If you'd come up and take a seat. For purposes of the record, we are back in trial on State of Texas versus Mr. Zaragoza Gomez, cause number 257-9689. We have already announced for purposes of the record, parties have already announced. Defense has a motion to suppress. Mr. Ledbetter, floor is yours.
Judge, you want to open the position?
No, just come on, bring it.
Officer Montano, will you announce your name for the record?
Officer Montano,
Okay, can you spell it?
MONTANO.
All right, perfect. So officer, I'm gonna put, can you see this image on the screen?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Does it appear to be your your dash cam footage?
Yes, it is.
And it's from August 23rd, 2025?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you recognize that intersection to be the intersection that you're approaching when you're dispatched for this call?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's not altered or changed in any way, is it?
No, sir.
At this time, defense will enter Officer Montano's dash cam for the purposes of suppression.
Okay. And no objection. All right. It'll be admitted defense 1. So this is dash, not body cam.
This is dash.
Dash. Okay.
No, I don't. All right, Officer Montano, as you're approaching this intersection, the light you're facing is red, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so we can assume that the light for the through traffic is green at this point,
Yes, sir.
and we can even see a car going through it as well.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, set the scene a little bit. You were dispatched this night because you got a call of a possible drunk driver.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that 911 call, they described a dark vehicle in color.
Yes, sir.
And the 911 caller also talked about they were running over curbs, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, before we get into it, were you able to review the 911 call before coming here?
Before coming in here, I reviewed it a few weeks back, just call notes.
Okay, and if you don't remember, it's perfectly okay. Just that, if you don't remember, we can, I think we had the transcript. If not, we can play the 911 call, but it shouldn't be on that part, but just let me know. But regardless, you got a call about a dark GMC that night, right?
Yes, sir.
That was displaying some erratic driving.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. And as we're approaching this intersection, you see a dark vehicle in the left turn only lanes
Yes, sir.
to your left.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Malachi, so you're saying that the caller identified the vehicle as a GMC vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You can play. You can play. At this point, we see a dark colored vehicle go through the intersection.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the light is green.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, and at this point, you turn on your lights and sirens.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we will need audio of this part. All right, so your lights are on at this point?
Hold on.
Okay, we'll be here for you.
Okay, say the question.
Yes, sir. So at this point, you turn on your lights,
Yes, sir.
and then a couple seconds later, you turn on your sirens.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, at this point, the vehicle is a significant distance ahead of you, right?
Yes, sir.
So you report that he's failing to yield at this point.
Yes, sir.
Right, and you've only had your lights and sirens on for 5 seconds.
Probably so. Yes, sir.
Okay, and he's a considerable distance away from you at this point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I mean, it's possible that this person didn't know that you lit them up specifically, right?
Probably so.
And here you report to dispatch that he's going about 61 miles per hour.
Yes, sir.
But at this point, you're not maintaining a constant distance from them, correct?
No, sir. I was just going up based off my radar that we have in our vehicles.
Okay, so your radar was on
Yes, sir.
for this? Okay. Okay, he's got his blinker on at this point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he's braking,
From what appears from the video, yes, he is braking.
which is yield, correct?
Yes, sir.
And now he's prepping for a U-turn.
But what appeared for him to be doing, yes, he will be a U-turn.
And in that left lane, oncoming traffic, we have a car coming, correct?
Car coming from behind me, yes?
No, from the coming toward us. We see some headlights in this.
I believe so, sir. Yes, sir.
So just to save us all some time, he, at this point, performs a U-turn and pulls over safely, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, during this, I guess, let's call it a traffic stop, the whole interaction starting from lights and sirens to the U-turn.
Yes, sir.
We didn't witness any swerving.
No, sir.
We didn't witness him failing to maintain a lane.
No, sir.
Okay. And we didn't see him, almost cause a crash.
No, sir.
And no one had to avoid hitting him or anything like that.
No, sir.
And I'm not going to be disingenuous here. Obviously, we didn't see a lot of vehicles on the road this time.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. And officer, before we play this, Stephanie, can we get to first? No, sorry. Now, while she's getting there, do you recognize the scene here?
I do, sir.
Okay, and I know we sped past a little bit, but that appeared to be Mr. Zaragoza.
Yes, sir.
And the date and time at the top right is still correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you recognize this to be your body cam footage?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it's not altered or changed in any way?
No, sir.
At this time, the defense will enter Officer Montano's body cam footage for the purposes of suppression.
No objection.
All right, it'll be admitted.
All right, do me a favor.
So when you first stopped him, you asked the driver to turn the vehicle off, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you asked him to put his hands outside of the car.
No, sir.
You didn't ask him
I
to
did not.
place his hands
To
outside of
ask.
the vehicle?
I don't recall ever saying that.
Okay, we can play it. You can fix it.
Put your hands out the window.
You remember?
I recall, yes, sir.
Thanks. All right, so you asked him to turn the vehicle off, you asked him to place his hands outside of the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he does both of these things
Yes, sir.
pretty quickly.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
All right, do me a favor. Step out the vehicle for me.
And you're opening his door at this point?
Yes, sir.
Don't reach for anything, just step out the vehicle for me. Is it open? All right.
All right, and you open the door pretty wide for him?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Step out the vehicle.
And he gets out of the vehicle pretty smoothly, right?
Yes, sir.
And no stumbling,
No, sir.
he didn't fall out of the vehicle.
No, sir.
Hey, 17, talk to me.
Officer, do you have anything to write with?
I do not, sir.
Okay, well, if you could, can you keep track, or I can bring you something to write with if you'd like.
That's fine.
Yeah? They want to give us something? May I approach this? Do you have a pen, officer?
Yeah.
Perfect. We'll knock out both those. Thank you. Now, I will continue to ask the question, but I ask officer, if you will, while we watch this portion, will you make a tally mark for every time you ask a question? Mr. Zaragoza?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Where are you coming from? Spanish or English?
Both.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
So here you ask him, where is he coming from? And then you ask him if he speaks Spanish or English.
Yes, sir.
Pretty in quick succession, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he said both. And he said both, correct?
He said both, yes.
Okay. And he hands you his wallet after you told him to stop reaching in his pockets?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And he did that maneuver pretty quickly, he didn't fumble his wallet or anything like that?
Yes, sir.
I was coming from my fiance's house.
From your friend's house?
My fiance's house.
Your fiance?
He said it's fiance's house at first, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you asked him at your friend's house?
Yes, sir.
Was that because you misheard him at that point?
Miss Herman, yes, yes.
Okay, and he corrected you pretty quickly?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's perfect.
Tell us where does she live at?
On
Go ahead and step up here to the sidewalk for me, man. I want to see everybody.
He walks to the sidewalk without any issue?
No, sir. No issue.
Without any
He
issue?
walks to the sidewalk, yes.
Perfect. And my questions at any point get confusing, you can ask me to rephrase.
Yes, sir.
He steps up on the curb
Yes, sir.
with no issue,
No issue.
doesn't stumble,
No, sir.
doesn't fall.
No, sir.
La Hog and La Hog and La Hog. I know it's from La Hog.
Okay, do you have a drug license with you, man, or anything like that?
Yes. No, I have it in my work permit with it too.
Okay, that's fine.
So here you had difficulty finding his ID
Yes, sir.
and he was able to point it out. It seems like y'all found it at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but he was able to point to it quickly without his wallet in his hand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then he points out where his work permit is located, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, but you weren't asking about his immigration status or anything?
No, sir.
Right. So he's being proactive and showing you things you might need to see.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And being proactive and thinking of things at the same time or doing multiple things at the same time is a sign of mental faculties?
Yes, sir.
So we're pausing at 1 minute and 46 seconds.
Yes, sir.
You're going now to learn this driver's license.
Yes, sir.
So you've talked to Mr. Zaragoza for approximately 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
And were you able to tally how many questions you asked him while we're watching this?
Excuse me?
Were you able to tally how many questions you asked him while we're doing this?
Yes, sir.
How many did you get?
So far, 3, unless you count me asking him if he speaks Spanish or English.
Okay, so I'll give you some credit. I counted 6.
Okay.
So, well, you know, whichever one, anywhere between 3 and 6, depending on what we count as a question. That fair?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So I think we can skip through this portion for a little bit because you run his license for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. Does that sound
Yes, sir.
correct? Yeah, you can start. Yeah.
We just be confident, others will be coming.
All right, man, so we got a call from an intoxicated driver, you're running through stop signs, I guess hitting curbs and things like that. You were driving without your headlights on, so you're slurring your speech a little bit, I can smell a little bit.
So I just want to kind of walk through this portion. You explained to him why you pulled him over,
Yes, sir.
and some of those include, and you were referencing the 911 call you received, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have something about running over curbs,
Yes, sir.
running stop signs,
Yes, sir.
but none of those things you personally observed.
No,
correct?
sir.
And then you tell him that he's slurring his speech
Yes, sir.
a little bit,
Yes, sir.
right? And you were able to tell that he was slurring his speech by asking him anywhere from 3 to 6 questions
Yes, sir.
and in less than 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Of order of alcohol coming from your bread. So that's why, when was the last time you had a drink?
I rather have I want to have my lawyer with me.
All right, man, push your hands behind your back.
Okay, so then after you talk about slurred speech, you tell him that you smell odor of alcohol in his breath
Yes, sir.
a little bit,
Yes, sir.
right? And you wrote a report that night,
Yes, I did, sir.
and you also wrote a PC affidavit.
Yes, I did, sir.
Are you aware that in neither of those documents did you ever describe that odor of alcohol as strong?
I do not recall, sir.
May I approach your arm? Or we're looking at a copy of your police report or the narrative refresher.
Yes, sir.
And you can, when I hand it to you, you can read it to yourself.
Yes,
You don't have to read it aloud. Oh, can you go just. I'm not entering it. All right, can just take a peek. I believe it's in that second paragraph. When you found it, just look at where you might get to continue. So in your report, you never described the odor of alcohol as strong.
No, sir.
And in fact, you didn't even write that it was on his breath.
No, sir.
And your PC affidavit would largely reflect the same thing.
Yes, sir.
So here we have an odor of alcohol, to which you quantified in the body cam is a little.
Yes, sir.
And you try to ask him, how much have you had to drink that night, right?
Yes, sir.
Because that's part of a DWI investigation.
Yes, sir.
And he invoked his right to counsel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At that point, you tell him to put his hands behind his back.
Yes, sir.
Let's continue before I ask the next question. You can. This one.
Do you mind if I take the watch off of you? Do you want to direct it to your vehicle or you want to take it with you?
So we're gonna skip to about 6 minutes in, because it takes you a second to put the handcuffs on them because of the watch and things like that.
Yes.
You remember that?
For what? What do you want to tell your parents for? You're in the book, man. You need to contact your parents. Come on.
I do.
No, you're good from pocket, Joe.
So at this point, he's asking you to talk to his parents,
Yes, sir.
and you tell him that he's gonna get a phone call from the jail.
Yes, sir.
So at this point, he's not free to leave.
No, sir.
So at this point, he's under arrest
Yes, sir.
for DWI.
Yes, sir.
So it takes y'all a second to get into, get him into the vehicle. It takes about a couple minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's at no fault of Mr. Zaragoza, right?
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, it's not because he's like stumbling around or being uncooperative.
No, sir.
It's just the nature of putting somebody in a
Yes,
police
yes,
car.
it takes a while sometimes to put somebody in.
Yeah, because y'all got that seatbelt draped across.
Yes, we do, sir.
So it's a difficult thing to do for sure. We should start here. Awesome. So, you already agreed with me that he was under arrest for DWI at this point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and to be able to arrest somebody for DWI, you realize that you need that probable cause, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and here, you talked to Officer Mike, who I believe his last name is Cavazos.
Yes, sir.
And his rank at the time was corporal,
Yes, sir.
so he's your supervising officer.
Yes, sir.
But you mute your body cam here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is that policy for when the cops cross talk? Mute your body?
Not that I can recall in their policy, sir. So no, it's not her policy that we mute our body cam whenever we speak to other officers.
Okay, but there are times when we can mute our body cam for sure, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, secure facility or
Yes, sir.
sensitive data, what have you. But at this point, you didn't mute your body cam.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall why?
At that point, I believe I was, just running my conclusions to him or my thoughts to him. And I decided to mute it because I was going to contact the DA at that time.
Okay, but first you're going to check in with Officer Process.
Not check in, but just give him my notes of that night of everything until he arrived, because I believe he arrived maybe after I pulled out Mr. Zaragoza out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, but he's an officer with the Salem Police Department, too.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So he's wearing body cams at this point.
Yes, sir.
And so he was reporting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We search his body cam. We could probably go through the little initial questions here. You just saw Mr. Zaragoza on the screen up here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the date reflected in the body cam is the same as the date of this incident.
Yes, sir.
We play a little bit. So that's you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the body cam is recording his audio is activated.
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't appear to be altered or changed anything.
Oh, that's interesting. Did you catch that? The officer just admitted he muted his body cam while talking to a supervisor. Now, legally, is that a violation of policy? Not necessarily, but in a suppression hearing, that's a massive red flag. The defense is probably thinking, what did they say off camera? And Judge Fleischer is definitely paying attention. This is the kind of detail that wins or loses a case, folks.
No, sir.
This time, defense will enter Officer Cavazos' body cam for the purposes of suppression.
Okay.
Objection.
So the first thing you say to Officer Cavazos after you use your body cam is, "I'm not tripping," right? He's slurring his speech.
Correct, sir.
I'm not tripping is the same thing as I'm not crazy or imagining things.
Correct, sir.
So in other words, you're confirming with Officer Cavazos about what you may or may not have actually heard that night.
Correct, sir.
And, but. But slurred speech is one of the factors that you relied on to develop probable cause before you place Mr. Zaragoza under arrest.
And the odor of alcohol coming from his breath, yes, sir.
Right, but slurred speech is one of
Yes.
those things. And here, you're actually confirming with Officer Cavazos whether or not you actually heard it.
Yes, sir.
I just want to show it, and I mean, his eyes weren't like red, but they're.
Back up.
I'm not sure, like slurring his speech, and on top of that, I can smell it, right? his eyes don't show any, I mean, his eyes aren't like red, but they're a little bit glossy.
So here, immediately after asking him about slurred speech, you tell Officer Bosses, you do confirm that you smell odor of alcohol.
Yes, sir.
But then you immediately follow that up with saying his eyes don't show it. Do you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You qualified it a little bit. So, well, I mean, they're a little red, they're a little glossy.
Yes, sir.
Right. But at this point, you had not attempted to do the HD,
No, sir.
and you didn't, shine your flashlight in his eyes or anything like that.
No, sir.
So is it fair for me to assume that you didn't get a great look at his eyes?
From the interaction that I have with him, I mean, I had I believe my headlights on, it's pretty bright as well. And usually whenever we pull somebody over, who can probably be intoxicated, we try to look in the eyes and in the breath of alcohol coming from the person as well.
Right. And I understand it. So I guess we'll focus on the statement then of his eyes don't show.
Yes.
So is that fair for us in the court to assume that you did not see glossy and bloodshot eyes as at least an indicator of probable cause for DWI at this point?
Not bloodshot eyes, but he did have glossy eyes.
A little bit?
Yes, sir.
What is a little bit of glossy eyes look like?
Are you asking for the definition of glossy eyes?
No, if you could describe for me and the court what someone's eyes look like when they're a little bit glossy.
I don't recall saying a little bit glossy.
We can play it in.
Yes, please, that would be fine.
Right, like slurring his speech, and then on top of that, I can smell it, right? His eyes don't show any, I mean, his eyes aren't like red, but they're a little bit glossy.
Okay, correct. Yes, I did say a little bit glossy.
So what does it look?
Glossy eyes usually is like watery eyes, I guess, to my best explanation that I can give.
Are you saying that you were using his glossy eyes as a basis for probable cause before you arrested him?
No.
No.
Whoa. Are you asking me if I'm using his glossy eyes to find a probable cause to arrest him or to continue my investigation?
So reasonable suspicion would be for you to continue investigation and probable cause would be to arrest him, correct?
Yes, sir.
So glossy eyes, the fact that you saw them a little bit, did that factor into your probable cause determination before you placed him under arrest?
Yes, sir.
Did you write that in the PC affidavit?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Did you write that in your PC affidavit?
The glossy eyes? I don't recall. Can I review my PC again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, your PC affidavit. And that'll be different than your report.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. And Matt Bergeron?
Yeah.
And you're familiar with the DIMS on the Harris County portal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just gonna show you. You can just read this to yourself and you can let me know when or if you see any mention of glossy eyes in the probable cause.
I had not put on my PC affidavit, so I think I could just rise.
And your PC affidavit is what you fill out for the purposes of arresting, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, you failed to mention glossy eyes in your PC affidavit.
Yes, sir.
All right. We can continue on. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Just explain to us, someone's like,
Officer, on this date, how long have you been an officer?
A year, sir.
A year?
Yes, sir.
Like at a year, a little bit over a year, or under?
And the date is on August, which is 08. I was a year, maybe like a year in a week in the department. Yes.
So you're almost about to be 2 years now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations.
Okay.
So he hands you a little card, an SFST card that has what to do for the SFSTs
Yes, sir.
and what to look for probable cause.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You believe that would have been helpful to have before you placed Mr. Jericho's on there?
No, sir.
No.
Or so to speech, over alcohol beverage.
That's good, thank you. Okay, I mean, that's why I was asking him, I'm like, well, how many drinks have you had? And I've never, like, I only have one, so. I mean, I'm just gonna call the DA, pretty much run into him and see what he thinks, but, you know.
So here, you talk about how he said he wanted a lawyer in response to the question, how much have you had to drink?
Yes, sir.
He immediately invoked his right to counsel after the second question.
Yes, sir.
And still up until this point, you did not ask him to conduct SFSTs.
No, sir.
Okay. And then the second thing you mentioned is you're just gonna call the DA and see what they think.
I'm gonna run it by the DA. Yes, sir.
So you're gonna run it by the DA to see if you've collected enough evidence for probable cause?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you've already placed him under arrest.
Yes, sir.
Keep on.
Wait, the DA doesn't pick up for the DWI, I'll probably take him in at least for because his driver's license is not eligible.
So Mr. Jericho's is going to jail.
Yes, sir.
And whether or not he goes to jail for DWI is dependent on whether or not the DA tells you that you have enough evidence to support probable cause.
Whether the DA takes my charges, yes, sir.
Okay.
Of the evidence that I have gathered that night, yes, sir.
Okay. And so in other words, if the DA does not think you have enough, you are not taking Mr. Jericho to the jail for DWI.
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
So if the DA were to tell you, no, you don't have enough, he was not going to jail for DWI that time.
No, sir.
But he was for sure going to jail for the license issue.
Yes, sir, because he was uneligible to drive a motor vehicle.
Well, sorry, what was that, Mr. Ellis?
He was unable to drive a motor vehicle. He was not eligible to drive a motor vehicle.
Okay, so you had two ways to get him into the jail.
Yes, sir.
Pick up for the DWI, I'll probably take him in at least because his driver's license is not eligible.
Oh, that's it.
So I just take him to that or something.
Yeah.
Just do that or contact the DA.
Contact me.
So here, Officer Cavazos, you kind of walk him through the fork in the road. Either I'm going to take him for DWI, and if not, I'll take him for the license.
Yes, sir.
And Cavazos says, yeah, just do that.
Yes, sir.
But you clarify that statement here. You say, wait, just do that, just take him for the license?
Yes, sir.
So it sounds to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds to me that if Officer Cavazos told you just take him for the license, you would have abandoned the DWI arrest.
No, sir.
So you would have made the decision regardless. To
Yes,
take him
sir.
for DWI.
I would contact the DA myself and run through the evidence that I have collected that night. And I would have contacted the DA for the DWI.
But you wouldn't have booked him for DWI if the DA said he didn't have it.
No, sir.
So is it fair for me to assume that the DA is the one that made the arrest decision that night, since you had to call and make sure you had enough?
We always call the DA whenever we have any charges like this or anything above a class B, we have to contact the DA.
And I'm totally aware of that fact.
Yes, sir.
And I probably normally wouldn't ask what I'm asking, but just the way that this interaction shook out,
Yes,
it seems to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that you needed to confirm whether or not you had enough to support a DWI arrest. Do I have that correct?
incorrect, sir.
Okay, so you believe that you had enough regardless?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just keep pushing.
Actually,
I don't want to play this because your body cam is muted. Well, I have to switch back to this part. It's muted for approximately 20 to 30 minutes. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Part of that time was obviously talking to Officer Corporal Cavazos. Let me get it ranked right.
Yes, sir.
And then the other portion, approximately 20 minutes, is you talking to the district attorney.
I do remember that night, the DA was taking a while to pick up the phone call, so I was on hold that night
Okay.
for a while. Yes, sir.
So, but that's fair. It was about, do you remember it being about 20 minutes?
Yes, sir. I do remember it being a long period of time, I guess you can say, that I was waiting there.
Okay, so we won't say that you had a 20-minute conversation, but you were on the phone with the DA's office at least.
Yes.
Or however that works after hours.
I was on, yes,
Okay, for 20 minutes. That entire 20-minute period, Officer Zaragoza is in the back of your police car.
yes, sir.
And during that 20-minute period, Officer Cavazos searches Mr. Zaragoza's car.
Negative, sir.
No, okay, we can show that. I believe it appears on your body cam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we're not sitting in silence. At this point, this is when you're on hold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody can still muted at this point. We
Yes,
see
sir.
somebody walking around
Yes, sir.
his. Okay. So his car door's open. We saw that person walk around the other side.
Yes, sir.
So is it fair for me to assume the vehicle was searched at that point?
No, sir, the vehicle was not searched.
Well, then let's just stick with, if you don't remember, I'm not gonna waste your time on the exact timestamp. So your version of the events is y'all didn't even search his vehicle in this 20-minute period.
No, sir.
Okay, so for 20 minutes, while Mr. Zaragoza is in the back of the police car, you're on hold with the DA's office.
Yes, sir.
And during this 20-minute period, you're not asking him to conduct SFSTs.
No, sir.
You're not asking him to conduct HGN.
No, sir.
You're not searching the vehicle for open containers.
No, sir.
So in other words, you're taking no investigative steps at this point.
He decided to speak to his lawyer, and that's when I decided to respect his rights and finish my investigation from there.
Okay, so my question is it your understanding of the law that when a suspect invokes his right to counsel, it legally prevents you from conducting SFSTs?
Negative, sir. You can try asking that person if they're willing to, but at that point I saw no point in me to ask any further questions because as you stated, Mr. Zaragoza advised that he would like to have his lawyer or speak to his lawyer first.
So even though he invoked his right to counsel, you did not see it fit to ask him to conduct SFSTs or at least the HGN.
No, sir, I respected what he said. He said he wanted to speak to his lawyer, and that's what I did.
And at this point, you had been an officer for about a year, maybe a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
And so you've received DWI investigation training.
Yes, sir.
And so you've been trained on the standard field sobriety tests.
Yes, sir.
And part of those field sobriety tests, they test they're divided attention tests, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they test your balance.
Test your balance. There's some tests. Yes, they do test your balance.
Okay. And the strength of these tests, they're designed to help determine whether or not probable cause exists.
Yes, sir.
Or in other words, help determine if someone might be intoxicated.
Yes, sir.
But on the flip side, they could also operate in the capacity of showing you that, hey, this person might not be intoxicated.
Correct, sir.
So, in other words, since Mr. Zaragoza invoked his right to counsel, you're like, well, I'm not even going to give you the opportunity to perform these SFSTs.
Like I repeat, once I started my investigation by asking him how much he had to drink that night, Mr. Zaragoza stated that he would like to speak to his lawyer, and therefore I did not continue with my investigation of offering to do SFSTs because he stated that he would like to have his lawyer there or speak to his lawyer.
But when you ask him how much he had to drink, that's obviously a statement designed for Mr. Zaragoza to admit to whether or not he's been drinking that night, right?
Correct, sir.
But asking him to take 9 steps in a straight line, he might be willing to do that,
Correct, sir.
but he didn't ask.
No, sir. I did not ask him to perform any SFSTs.
Don't you think it would have been beneficial to your investigation to at least ask him to conduct SFSTs?
Yes, sir.
Because, I mean, just the HGN alone, right, we're unsure just how glossy his eyes were. Right?
Yes, sir.
So even if you would have said yes to the HGN.
Please ask a question.
Oh,
Don't testify.
So the HGN would allow you to see his eyes.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Have you ever let anybody go who performed well on the SFSTs?
Me personally, no, sir, but I have been a witness for it or a secondary backup officer for it.
Okay. And so shortly after this 20-minute period, and you collected no new evidence, you read of the DIC 24 form, right?
Correct, sir.
And the first line of the DIC 24 is you're under arrest.
Correct, sir.
But we've already established that he was under arrest way before that.
Correct, sir.
I'll pass the administration.
Okay. Ms. Shaw.
I'm Samantana. Let's go back to the beginning when you stopped the car. You saw him go through that intersection, and that's when you followed him, correct?
Correct.
And you had on your report that you believe he had run a red light.
Correct.
Why do you think that?
At that time, ma'am, I thought that he had run a red light, but as I went back to remove my body cam, they came to find out that he was on the left lane on NASA Parkway to turn left on Saturn or make a U-turn. That light was red, so Mr. Zaragoza decided to switch to his right lane and continue going eastbound on NASA.
And when you saw him, did he have his lights on or off?
Off, ma'am.
What time is it at that time?
I believe it was 1:30 in the morning, ma'am, 1:40.
Very dark.
Yes, ma'am.
And that night you got a call, you got dispatched through a 911 call that had come through.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, what is that, the 911 call? At this point, Judge, state offers state exhibit 1, the 911 call. To evidence.
This time, Judge, will object that I believe it's one, irrelevant at this point, and the foundation has been laid for the fact that she knows about the 911 call and heard about the 911 call on direct testimony because she said she didn't hear it.
She's right.
Remembered it from the body.
Judge, it is a business record affidavit is part of the exception. Business record has been given to defense 14 days prior to trial. So it is an exception. She doesn't have to personally allow.
Also, if it comes to relevancy, counsel talked about that 911 call with the witness earlier.
I mean, it is an evidence, right? It's got
I haven't entered it in evidence.
I know, no. I know you haven't, but they have tendered it. It's on file. It's been on file. It's got a business records affidavit. So,
We're going to ask her to testify about something she had seen or listened to.
well, she testified earlier that she listened to it 2 or 3 weeks ago,
I believe so, yes. Yes, sir.
right?
But it's not relevant for the determination of whether or not she had a PC. She can't rely on the 911 call to develop her PC. It's not a personal observation from the scene. So I don't see the relevance of the 911 call.
Judge, again, she's personally dispatched to the 911 call. It is relevant because as you will hear in the 911 call, the reason why she was dispatched is due to the defendant's erratic driving pattern.
Did she know about it?
It was part of her dispatch notes, Judge, that she got. That's why she was dispatched and they provided her with this information. This includes the license plate, the description of the vehicle, which is the GMC, and why she makes contact with the defendant in the first place. So that is why it is relevant for the purposes of determining PC. She makes her own observations after that for purposes of PC for a DWI, but the 911 call is relevant.
So set the foundation first. I mean, I'm not going to rule on it yet, but I want to know what kind of personal knowledge, if any, that she does about the 911.
The information she already testified, Judge, that she had an opportunity to review her dispatch notes. She testified that.
Right, but I'm concerned at the time of driving and then at the time of the stop. Did she know about it? Did she hear about it?
Yes, ma'am, because she said she was dispatched based on this 911 call. If someone made a 911 call, they would dispatch her to this incident of the vehicle, provide a description of the vehicle, is what she testified to. She knew it was a GMC that she was making contact with, and that is why she made contact with the defendant.
If I may, Judge, I would recommend that we enter the dispatch notes and not the 911 call. She's not the one that received the 911 call or heard the audio of the 911 call.
Good point. Do you have the dispatch notes?
We do, Judge. However, the 911 call still comes in on the business record affidavit. It is an exception. We don't need her to authenticate it because it is a business record affidavit.
Right,
The BRA
but
will be-
at the time, and we're just doing the stop as far as I mean, let's go with the dispatch notes if that's what you have.
Yes, Your Honor. Commissioner, she just had an opportunity to print it.
Sure.
Judge, correction, I don't think we have a business record affidavit, but I don't think we have the affidavit dispatch notes.
Okay, then I'm sustaining the objection on the 911 tape.
For the purposes of this hearing, yeah. Okay.
So when you were dispatched to this call, what did you see on the dispatch notes?
On the dispatch notes, they provided a make and model of the vehicle, the license plate, and a small, I guess, abbreviations of what the vehicle was doing or what the reporter, what the caller was reporting to dispatch.
Do you remember what were those driving behavior that was provided?
Driving erratically and swerving around the road, I believe that's what they call it.
Did they tell you did they tell you about the lights?
I don't recall.
Would it refresh your recollection if you did hear the 911 call?
Correct, yes.
Just maybe.
No, I sustained it.
Okay, so when and you said you had the license plate number, correct?
Correct.
So when you spotted the vehicle and stopped him, did you confirm that that was the same license plate number?
Correct. Before my audio goes on with my dash cam, I went through dispatch, advised them if they could provide me that license plates again, confirmed it, and that's whenever I turned on my patrolling lights.
Yeah, and that is in your body cam video, right?
And my dash cam video?
And your dash cam.
Yes.
For the purpose of time, we're not going to show. Would it help refresh your recollection if you saw the dispatch notes?
Correct, yes.
Angela?
Yeah, show it so they can see it. Oh, you have it too? Okay, there you go. All right. So, okay, yeah.
Gentlemen, I'll offer the dispatch notes into evidence.
Any objection?
Counsel with that is.
Okay, it'll be admitted.
That's the point. Okay, so when they dispatched you, what other information did they give you?
Provided a license plate, made a model of the vehicle, and as well that the driver was driving without his rear lights on.
What was that license plate number?
Can I read it from? License plate number is going to be Tom Paul John 8327.
And that was the license plate number that we just saw on the video, correct?
That's good, yes.
When you stopped Mr. Zaragoza, you asked him to turn off the car and show his hand out the window. Why did you do that?
Correct. At that point, I was the only one behind him. I wasn't aware of how far my corporal was. So at that point, I decided for safety reasons to tell him to turn off the vehicle, put his hands out the window.
When you got him out of the vehicle, you asked him to step onto the sidewalk. Why did you do that?
For safety reasons, knowing that that's a pretty busy road, it's known to have multiple accidents there. For safety reasons, for his and mine, I decided to tell him to step out the vehicle and move to the sidewalk as it stated on my body cam.
And as you are talking to him, you are looking at his face, correct?
Correct.
You can see his eyes.
Correct.
You can see what they look like.
Correct.
And you're hearing him talk.
Correct.
He has a little bit of an accent.
Correct.
Right? How do you know the difference between the accent and slur?
I am bilingual. I speak both English and Spanish, so I'm very familiar with the Spanish accent, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I'm very familiar with the language as well. I'm certified as a bilingual officer through the city of Nassau Bay. So I'm well aware of a slurred speech and the difference of a slurred speech and an accent on somebody.
And at this point, did you believe that he had slurred speech?
Correct.
And did you believe that he had glossy eyes?
Correct.
And did you smell the alcohol?
Correct.
Why didn't you mention those to him right at that point and waited until you came back?
I was making mental notes. Not all the time do I say things out loud or out loud on my body cam. I usually just try to gather as much information I can and keep it in my head.
And then when do you present it?
When did I present?
When do you present what you have gathered?
Correct. Usually I ran it through by either a second officer or my supervisors from the night, just giving them my mental notes that I have gathered.
But if you are getting a second opinion or running something through, does that mean that you don't believe in it?
Yes.
Does that mean that you are not sure of it?
No.
So what's the purpose of checking again?
The purpose of me running by maybe a senior officer, as we like to call, or a supervisor, is just to make sure that I am not the only one seeing these things. And I guess we can also put it as maybe having a second pair of eyes or a second way. The same thing as maybe whenever you go to the doctor, you go to one doctor and you try to get a second advice to be sure. I want to say maybe in our field of work, it works that way as well.
So to be more thorough. Why did you mute your body worn camera when you were? I mean, you told us that you were going to talk to the DA, but why?
Right.
Is that part of policy?
Like I stated, I don't believe it's part of policy, but like I stated, it was because I was going to make contact with the DA. I was running through by my corporal, my mental notes that I had, and then right after that, I made contact with the DA.
That's what I mean. So when you call the DA, is that common practice?
Yes, ma'am.
To me. You were talking to, so again, counsel was asking you, why didn't you do SFSDs?
Sure.
Do you ever force people to do SFSDs?
No.
If people invoke their rights, do you still go on questioning and asking him to do stuff?
No.
Because what's the purpose of SFSDs?
To determine if somebody is intoxicated or have the abilities to operate a motor vehicle or not.
So potentially could be a self-incriminating evidence or self-incriminating statements.
Correct.
And when somebody invokes their right to an attorney, is that proper to keep going?
Negative.
Sorry, I thought. When you were talking to Officer Carbazos, we heard earlier what he said to you before you even said, "Am I tripping?" Did you hear what he said?
Negative.
Okay, can you play that part again? So while she's pulling that up, when you went to the car, Officer Carbazos stayed out and had a whole conversation for a while with the defendant, right?
I don't recall.
We can pull that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the relevance.
Sustain, we're not, yeah.
What jury is that?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sorry. Judge, they entered this whole entire CD to, and his body on camera as evidence. I'm just pulling over to the.
Where's that spot that they're talking about? Do you know the number?
Yeah, they're talking about from the 2-minute mark to the 4-minute mark. Officer Cavazos had a conversation with Hector, but it's irrelevant. Officer Cavazos didn't make the PC decision. So we're just gonna watch him talk to Hector for
I'm
the
going
court.
to fast forward to the question of
Yeah,
asking judge.
they're just going to where they're referring
I
to.
thought it was a
Oh.
2-minute mark. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
for-
So that's why I said it.
No, you're good.
Yeah, she's just trying to find, when she says
Yeah, it's 8
for real or something like that.
It's 8 minutes to 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
Thank you. I know we talked about, I know we talked about the 2-minute mark and that's why, yes.
Yeah, but that's my bad. I apologize.
Not a problem.
I'm not sure, right? Like, it's learning the speech and then on top of that, I can just smell it, right? His eyes don't show it any, I mean, his eyes aren't like red.
So Officer Cavazos, I agree with you, said he's intoxicated.
Correct,
Correct. And he does have more experience, doesn't he?
correct.
You said earlier that you didn't put glossy eyes in the DINs.
Correct.
But you did put it in your offense report, correct?
Correct.
When you call the DAs, so every time that you put somebody under arrest, what is the process of getting charges approved?
Contacting the DA and running a, a brief summary of what were you dispatched and what were the circumstances or why you made contact with that person.
Is there any time that you're not needed to do that?
Can you repeat that again?
Is there any time that you're not needed to get confirmation from the DA's office before filing charges?
Not that I'm aware of, no, ever since I've been working there, it's always pretty known to always contact the DA.
Does that mean that you don't believe in your evidence that you've gathered?
That's incorrect. I believe in the evidence I have gathered.
So based on your observations, that you counted for us, is that why you decided to place him under arrest?
Correct.
And was the 911 call also part of that?
Correct.
Yeah.
Just stop. I'm ready to make a decision.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
And just like that, motion granted. The defense just scored a huge win. Judge Fleischer listened to all that body cam evidence, all that back and forth about slurred speech, glossy eyes, and the muted microphone, and decided the state didn't have enough. This is why you never give up on a suppression hearing. One good argument, and the whole case falls apart. What do you think? Was this the right call, or should the officer's testimony have carried more weight?
Grant your motion.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Thanks. All right, thank you, officer. You may be excused.
Yeah,
of course.
Can we get an order for all these, like,
Sure.
RAM, GPS?
Yeah, of course.
You need us to follow that or?
No, I think that once Veronica comes back, she'll take care of it and he'll have to
So
just
he's
go
taking
to. Yeah.
Okay.
Veronica's here today or no?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll be back momentarily. Mr. Ledbetter. Great job. You did good. Well, you know, a lot of times, you know, you gotta know when to shut the hell up because you can kill it. You can think loose lips, as they say, you know,
Yeah.
in and out. So great job. You ready?
Hey, Judge.
Hi. Good morning.
First of all, Jeffrey Holmes.
Sorry. Holmes.
Yes, Judge, on this one, this is the gentleman that you had sent for a T-RAS last time we were in court. He's done it, T-RAS results came back, he's had to do SOP. I just got the agreement this morning, so they still have to sign off.
Okay, we'll give you a week to get everything done. Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. But at 10 days, if he's not back, I'm rolling him day for day. Okay.
All right.
You got it. Thanks, sir. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Come talk to me.
Dixon.
What's the last name? Dixon?
will be, I think the state mentioned that there is some who get hold of the case.
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
So the state mentioned, Carolina mentioned that someone is federally going to hold on the case.
Why?
One of the two.
I don't care what felony does. So he's on deferred for an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Do you know what's going on with that? Because we can't just hold it indefinitely just because they tell us to hold it, you know? Is discovery complete?
Yes, Judge.
Looks like he just took a deferred.
He took it out.
Oh, so this predates the deferred.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can still go forward. There's no reason why a felony wouldn't hold it.
I wasn't sure why, Judge, they put a hold on the offer, so I reached out to the prosecutor, like why, like maybe they know something that I don't know. So I was trying to figure out why they have a hold on.
So, okay, so you're at 160 days. I'll give you 2 weeks, but your client must be here ready to either accept the plea. Did you put it, but that's what's on hold.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 weeks, you guys got to come and let us know what you want to do, whether you want to accept it or whether we'll set it for trial. Your client's got to be here in 2 weeks, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
You got it, thanks. Hi.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, good morning, yeah.
I'm here with, Ms. Cruz Ortega. We were here last week and, then fall down the number, she has an open felony as well. It's not set until September.
Okay,
You gave the state a week to allow, but we're ready to set for trial.
are you missing stuff?
We're not missing stuff, but, got order from felony not to dismiss,
Okay, set it. Yeah. It is what it is. Hi, Eddie, you ready?
Yes.
What's up, bud?
Judge, I have, Mr. Edwin here, Judge. He's the gentleman with the warrant. He's here sitting in.
Is this a new case?
No, it's an old case, Judge.
Oh, what's your cause number?
2025.
It's 2472742.
Wow, this case is old, huh?
It's old.
2023.
I talked to him, Judge, but by the way, I've only talked to him for about 25 seconds, Judge. He traveled to San Antonio to take care of this. He's a little, I don't know what it is, I'm slow. I'm just letting the court go. He said that he thought the case was dismissed. But as to why because the case is old, so I asked him why
He didn't even have a lawyer.
Yeah, so I don't know, he seems to think
Are
that,
you signing on?
yes,
100%?
yes, 100%.
Okay. So the case is super old. Is discovery complete? Do you have an offer?
Yes, Judge. Discovery complete, offers counselor.
Does he have any prior criminal history?
No, Judge.
Does he speak English?
He does speak English.
Do you mind calling him up? Do you want me to reinstate Eddie? Go around. Do you want me to reinstate?
If you could, Your Honor.
I'm not giving you a lot of time. I'll give you 30 days.
Okay.
You got to come back and decide what you want to do though.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Judge, no, there are other things going on. He does have evading arrest. And he also responded January 13, 2026. Zavala account.
Does he have a currently open case now?
Yes,
He has an open case now?
yes, it says he absconded.
So does he have warrants from somewhere else or just us? Deputy Williams, do you mind looking this gentleman up? Does he have an open warrant somewhere else? You want a SPIN number?
From Zavala account.
Oh, actually, I don't see a SPIN. Can I give you a cause? Oh, I got to spin it. You tell me when you're ready. It's 03043796. Esquadra. If you have an open warrant, I'm taking you into custody. I can't take what you say at face value. You know what I mean? We go on evidence here. So I'm going to have him look you up. We'll go from there. If he doesn't, then I'll reinstate. But if he does, I can't let him go.
No, I understand, but I didn't.
Yeah.
If I knew there was something going on, I would have told the court.
Yeah, that's what I needed, because the last screening that they had done, it was in 2023.
They should give all of us NCIC access, and it's ridiculous that they don't, you know? How can we make an informed decision if we don't have access? It's just silly. Where is it from? This one?
Zavala.
No. The theft that we have here. Is it Walmart? Walmart.
I don't think a warrant, Judge, an open warrant.
No. This is it? Okay. Mr. Edwin, I'm going to reinstate your bond today. It will not happen again. He'll explain it to you. You have 30 days to meet with your lawyer and come back and decide what you want to do with this case. Do you understand? Your case is 2 years old and this is the last reset that you get. At the next setting, you must either accept the plea bargain agreement or I will set your case for trial. Do you understand? You must be back 30 days from today.
30 days from today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. We already have bond conditions in place. If you don't mind explaining it to him that he just can't go to Walmart.
Yes, sir.
And that's it. Okay, great. Just don't forget, Eddie, to put an attorney record, please.
Yes, I will.
We have him on the tower if you need it. Mr. Henry, are you ready?
Judge, I have last name Lopez on my today.
Okay.
And then it's,
Okay, where are we at?
So it's kind of an old case, but I want to get the state.
Not kind of,
Oh,
it
it is an old
is.
case. So if you want to set it for trial today, I'm okay with that. I have a mitigation package for the state. They wanted to review that, but it's ready, so able to give it to them today. Just
So pick a day next week, we'll come back.
and then to go with it.
Yeah.
If not, we'll set.
But understand, once you set it, you are going. I will not accept any more plea bargaining agreements because of the age of the case.
Last name Lopez.
Did you already turn it in?
No, I walked in today ready to turn it in, but we're in trial, so I can turn it in now.
Please, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Hey, bottom of page
Thank you,
17,
Judge.
they're submitting a mitigation packet today. So whatever day next week, and then it's clear trial with the next setting. Hi, Mr. Harris, you ready?
We on Mr. Kevin Pearson.
Yep, Pearson, come up. Wow, good job, huh? Hey, who wrote this up? Did you write this up? Good job. It's a reckless driving, which is a hybrid case, Mr. Pearson. You're charged, you're facing up to $200 fine and or 30 days in jail. The agreement that you have worked out is 3 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you have done. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers if you were not a citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Wait, he has a DWI.
It was reduced down to a reckless driving, yes, sir.
Wow.
It's a .08.
Yeah.
This is the first time in 25 years I've seen a DWI reduced in Harris County. Wow.
We're very appreciative.
Well, not to me. You know, Mr. Pearson, what you need to understand is that even though this may get reduced, officers still have the ability to look up every single damn case that you've ever picked up in this life. And when they see reckless driving, DWI, and whatever else they may be there, you get pulled over and there's a funky smell, what do you think's going to happen? It's a very big possibility. So why give everyone the evidence? Take an Uber. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers if you are not a citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record. It will be there forever. Is this what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement, send you to it. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Oh, you're here. Great. Ramona.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. You're here. Did you get the TRAS?
Yes. So wonderful. I don't think this working. And I'm as well.
Great. That's exactly what I was thinking as well. I think that that's a good, come up, ma'am. You did a motion for community supervision already?
Yeah. I think on the day.
Okay, guys, we are going on the record. Please do not talk. We are on the record in cause number 258-5617. State of Texas versus Chelsea Levy. It was this past Friday, which was the 14th, where Ms. Levy was found guilty of DWI. We reset it to today, which is August 20th, 2026. It's approximately 11:27 in the morning for sentencing. I wanted a little bit of guidance as to how to proceed because there were a lot of things that made me worry, not only in this case, but in our prior interaction with Ms. Levy. And so what all did the TRS suggest?
The TRS is recommending sober court, a high-risk DWI caseload, and an IOP and SOP, along with the mental health evaluation.
Okay, so we do it for, is it
18 months.
18 months, right? Okay. So Ms. Levy, I'm going to sentence you to 1 year in jail. I'm going to probate that for 18 months. As part of the agreement, you will follow the TRAS recommendation. And I think it's really important, ma'am. I mean, 2 days ago, 3 people died on our streets because of an alcohol-related collision. It's so not fair. Last week, a wife and a husband died, and now there are several children that are left without parents. You know, it's just when it's so easy with all these other alternatives. And what really gave me great pause with us here was the BAC. Now,
and here it is, the moment that puts everything in perspective. A .29 BAC. That's more than 3 times the legal limit. Judge Fleischer doesn't just hand out sentences, he gives a reality check about the lives lost on the roads. 2 days ago, 3 people died. A wife and a husband, kids without parents. That's the weight of these decisions. If this doesn't make you think twice before getting behind the wheel, nothing will. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
I know that there may have been issues, but nevertheless, it was just... So this is why we did what we did to do the TRAS first, to see what we could do to ensure that, and hope that you don't come back. Because as much as we like you, we don't ever want to see you again. You understand? If you ever get pulled over again, officers will see all of this. And like I preached to every single person in here, if there's anything funky going on in that car, it may not end very well for you. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You understand? Okay. So it's an 18-month probation, repeat offender, DWI education class. I'm not going to do any community service. I'm not going to do the victim impact panel because I think she's going to have a lot.
Yes, of course, so.
Right. Oh, yeah. Guardian in law. Is there anything else that you do as part of sober court?
No drugs and alcohol. They do require the fees,
They do require what?
fees, probation fees.
Okay, just do the minimum
Okay.
then.
And then Judge, she said that her license is suspended and she doesn't have a car right now, so she's not driving. So do we do the? no-
Portable device. Yeah, so I hope and pray above everything else in the short life that we have that you are not driving. You are now on probation as of today. If you violate this probation by driving when you're not supposed to, not blowing in the device when you're supposed to, skipping the blows, picking up another DWI, anything, we will file a motion to revoke and you will be facing a year in jail. You understand? So all we want is for you to successfully complete this, learn so that there are no future choices that end up here. All right?
One last question, Judge. Is the T-Grass says sober court if she qualifies? I'm not super familiar with sober court, so I don't even know.
Sober court is something where she's supervised by a judge. So it would get transferred from us
One to 46, so she'll be probably transferred to judge.
she gets more intensive supervision. So the judges take her under her wing. She'll report directly to the judge. And it's a program that you graduate from and they help you with any kind of issues. They help you get a license if you need one. It's a great program that hopefully teaches you so that you don't come back and see us, coping mechanisms, any issues that you may have. The goal is that, we don't have any more dead bodies on the road. That's the ultimate goal, Did you have anything that you want to add? Did you have anything else that you want to add, Ms. Donaldson?
No, Judge, I think I'm still okay. So Judge, she's asking about, I guess, she had a conversation with Attorney Sykes yesterday about sober court being a super intense program.
Mhm.
And she was hoping that maybe you would deviate from the sober court recommendation.
The reason I don't want to is because when you had first picked up the DWI in 25, you had 3 bond violations. While you're on bond for this DWI, you had another bond violation. And then the blood alcohol was a 0.29 to up to over a 0.3. That tells me a lot. And it tells me that more intensive supervision is needed. I think that this is the absolute way that we need to go. There's just no, I don't even think there's just no doubt. At that high of a level, that's a lot. I don't know, but I just know I think this is the proper course. So, okay. Anything else, guys?
No, Judge, she wants to file an appeal, so we'll be following that notice and you have to file in her request for appointment.
Okay. I'll set an appeal bond then at some point whenever you file it.
Okay.
Okay.
Judge, just so you're aware, whenever the appeal is filed, the probation will stop, so she will not be reporting this over court.
So if she does file an appeal, she'll need to be back and I'm going to put a whole host of monitors all over her again, just like we did beforehand. So she'll get scram, she'll get a GPS, she's going to get a curfew, so she's not out in the middle of the night. So that, it'll be for, God.
Until that process is.
Yeah. So,
I'll just talk to her and say she still wants to know.
Yep, okay.
Thank you, Judge.
And, all right, off the record. All right, good morning, Mr. Murdoch. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. This will go on your record. From now on, you'll be facing at least a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you, sir. Thanks. You bet. Thank you, Committee. Hi.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I'm here for Mr. Lewis.
Who?
Lewis?
Lewis. Oh, he's in jail?
Yes, he's in custody and I believe he has a DVR.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great. You got appointed to it. Okay. So, yeah,
Alexander?
I was trying to remember who it was. No, right.
For some reason, I just trying to know, so I don't know.
Hey, Deputy Williams, do you mind bringing up Mr. Lewis, please? Good morning, Mr. Lewis. I wanted to bring you out so that you could hear what's going on. It's only fair because they're your cases. You were on bond with a resisting arrest, and now you've picked up a cruelty to animals and an assault bodily injury. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Please.
On 8/17/2026, officer was dispatched to 90 FM 1960 Road West in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, officer made contact with a witness, a security guard, who stated he observed defendant being aggressive towards CW, kicking his basket and yelling at him. Witness observed CW trying to get away from defendant, but she picked up a long piece of jack wood and followed him. Witness then observed defendant swing the piece of wood and at the CW, and he called out for help. So witness went to call 911. Officer then spoke to CW, who stated he and the defendant got into a verbal argument. He attempted to walk away, but defendant followed him with a piece of wood and began swinging it at him. CW stated the defendant then struck him in the back and left rest with the piece of wood. Left with the rest of the people causing pain. CW went on to state that defendant also
Richard
struck
Seabridge?
his dog in the face with a piece of wood.
Wait, he hit the dog too, allegedly?
Yes, in the face with a piece of wood. Officer observed visible injuries on both CW and his dog. Dog's eye was bleeding and swollen closed.
Mr. Lewis, I'm going to find that there is probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. Where did this happen, please?
It was in FM 1960 West Road.
Sure. Is that the middle of the street? Is it a Walmart? Is it a? Because the idea is that we tell him not to go back to this particular location. Mr. Lewis, you're on bond for resisting arrest. I'm now going to revoke that bond and raise it to 5,003. If you do get out, you will get a GPS monitor and you will have a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You are not to be in possession of any weapons. You are not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, and not to go back to this location. You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you to make sure that you're not using. Do you understand, sir?
Can you repeat that, please?
I'll have them repeat it for you, but I want you to understand something. I'm going to protect my community at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
But I do have a question, Judge.
Shoot.
He did relate to me that he is homeless, so how would the curfew?
Well, let's see if he bonds out and then we'll go from there. If he's, I don't know who you have that's going to bond you out. I guess we'll just see. If so, then I don't know. We'll figure it out at that time.
It was a shopping center specifically in front of Dollar Tree.
Okay, you're not to go back to the shopping center. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll have you sign your conditions and then we'll have you just put back. Thanks.
That's all I have.
Okay, thanks.
Stop the tape. You did what? Hit a dog in the face with a piece of wood? That's a whole new level of cruelty. And you can hear it in the judge's voice. That pause, that wait, he hit the dog too? That's genuine disgust. Fleischer is about to drop the hammer, and honestly, I don't blame him. If you hurt an animal and a person in the same incident, you're not getting any sympathy in this courtroom.
Bottom of one, in arraignment that fell to.
2501.
I remember when I was like.
Bottom of five.
2 years ago.
In arraignment that fell to.
2501.
The girl might have been approved, but.
What is it? So that's not a super old case because you marked out the 94 days.
I don't know why it's populated 94. If you look at the.
Weird. It's 263.
13 was when it was filed.
Yeah, weird.
That's weird.
Okay.
Bottom of 16 failed to appear, counsel was aware.
You said bottom of 16?
Yes, sir.
5001.
All right, top of 17. Oh, counsel's here.
She didn't show up though, right?
Yes.
Hey, Matt, she's not here, right? Okay, 5001.
Okay. And then you already sentenced Levy, right?
Yes. Yeah. Mark. What's his name?
20, Murdoch, he fled.
He bled.
I think that's it.
I think that's it though, right? After that? That's it. Okay, we're done.